Hi everyone, I'm Summer and welcome back to another video forecast update. Now, not much has changed from the forecast since yesterday. We still have hot temperatures and some isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon, but there will be a bit of a break in the forecast for an early next week that will kind of cool off temperatures and bring some more chance for some rain. But starting off today, sorry Biloxi, we currently do not have a recorded temperature for you, but we can see that temperatures for the region kind of staying in the upper 80s, around 87 out in New Orleans, all the way up to around 89 out in Jackson. So it's already starting to look warm for the day. And then humidity levels are still pretty high up there. It's still pretty humid. It has decreased a bit since this morning. This morning it was in the 70s, so that is nice to see, I guess. But still looking at to be humid outside, and then heat index values are already in the 90s for the day, around 94 out in Macomb to around 100 out in Jackson. So it's looking to be pretty hot today. So when you're outside, make sure to take care of yourself and to drink plenty of water. But then looking at the highs for today, it kind of ranges from the mid to upper 80s to the mid 90s. Again, it'll be different for everyone today, just depending on where that rain will be. And then just looking at that today, it's starting at around 1 p.m. You can see not much is going on. But then as we go into the afternoon, we can see it starts to build up in southern Louisiana. This is around 5 p.m. Around Baton Rouge is getting it, and also in New Orleans, a little bit out in Alabama as well. And then going into the rest of the afternoon, we can see it shifts more into Mississippi, out near Laurel, Hattiesburg, and a little bit near Bay Springs as well. So that's kind of what it will look like for today. And then tomorrow, again, the same trend for the weather. Highs ranging from the mid to upper 80s to the low 90s. Again, it'll be different for everyone. And then this is around 3 p.m. tomorrow for the experience temperature. Around 3 to 4 p.m. is where you would typically see the hottest temperatures for the day. We can see that much of the region is looking above 100 for the experience temperature, but along southern Louisiana, a little bit out in Mississippi as well, we can see that it's a little bit cooler-ish. That's where we will see most of the rain tomorrow in southern Louisiana, a little bit Mississippi as well. Just to kind of put this in perspective, in my opinion, these models do not do justice on what the precipitation will look like tomorrow, but just kind of emphasize that Louisiana will be getting some good coverage in the afternoon. This is around 2 p.m. tomorrow. You can see that southern Louisiana is getting a good bit of that coverage, and then going into 5 p.m. we can see it kind of shifts more northeast at that point. But not everyone will be getting the same amount of rain. Again, just kind of depending on where you are. I suggest to go tomorrow and look at the radar, look at the weather to see how that will impact you and your plans for the weekend or going into the weekend. And then looking ahead at Saturday, again, kind of the same trend in the weather. Highs range kind of from the mid 80s to the mid 90s. There will be a little bit more coverage for rain, as there will be a slight increase in moisture that will aid those showers and thunderstorms. So that's what it will look like for Saturday. And then going into early next week, starting around Sunday and Monday, there is a possibility of a frontal boundary that will make its way through the region, bringing with it cooler temperatures, a bit of a break from the heat stress that we've been seeing recently, and then also it'll bring an increased chance for some showers and thunderstorms, a lot more widespread for the region. So, and those showers and thunderstorms could produce some locally heavy rainfall, so that'll be important to look out for, as it could induce some flash flooding. But by the mid next week, temperatures will start to increase back up again, and then rain chances will start to decrease, or chances of rain will start to decrease, and then it will be a return back to summer weather. So that's what it will look like for the next week or two. I hope this helped, and thank you so much for watching.